Hi everyone, how are you doing today? We are starting our class number 5 in 2025, conversation class, Quilombo Conversation. And as usual, we start with the important links that we need to pay attention to follow our course. So the first link is the live classes here on Google Meet. So this is the link. Every class we use the same link. The second is the attendance list. We use this link to take a look at who is participating, who is following the classes, who is coming to our meetings, who is delivering the activities. So this link is very important for me to follow the students' participation. Okay. Then next link is the YouTube link. YouTube link is very important too because we use this link to see the past classes. What were the topics? What was the material? What was the discussions that we had together? So it's very important for you to use this material to participate in the classes that you miss, classes that you cannot attend um, in person, yeah, in the day that we have. So I advise you to watch the past classes on YouTube. I think it's a very important practice so that you can improve your vocabulary. And then next, I'm sharing here is the link to Google Docs. So Google Docs or the virtual notepads is the place where we use the material. So virtual notepads. Okay, virtual notepads. And the last link is activities, how to send activities. Activities, delivery. Okay, you can deliver your activities on WhatsApp, by email, activities, delivery. Okay, perfect. That's it. So these are the important links. And we are discussing Carnival in our classes. We are talking about the importance of Carnival. If you enjoy Carnival, if you like this tradition, if it is important to you, your opinion about Carnival, because many people say that Carnival is just about money, just about tourism. It's just an economical celebration. Other people disagree. Other people have a different idea. They believe that Carnival is an important manifestation of Black culture, Black identity, Black principles, and Black um, traditions. So, what's your opinion about this? Do you think that Carnival is just to attract money and tourists to Brazil, or you see um, an important value in Carnival for Black culture, for example? Because there are many Black people who don't like Carnival, they don't think Carnival is important, but some people disagree. Some think Carnival is, some people think Carnival is essential to our culture. It's really, really important. So that's the topic we are discussing today. So I will share with you my screen. Here it is. So the topic is the importance of Carnival for Black Brazilians. So is Carnival important to you or not? Do you celebrate it? So what is your opinion about Carnival and what are you doing in Carnival this year? Do you have plans? Are you going to travel? Are you going to stay in your city? Are you going to go on parades? Here in Rio, we have Sapucaí, for example. Many people go on parades, they dance, they participate in the celebrations. So that's the first question. What are your plans for Carnival? Any plans?
Teacher, uh,
Yeah.
I, I believe that Carnival is both. Uh, both are an importance activity, financially talking, for for cities and states in general. Um, and of course, on top of that, uh, 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 a celebration, a cultural celebration for us, especially for us Black people. Um, yeah, I think Carnival is about these two ideas, and about what I'm going to do. I in the last years, I didn't I haven't been celebrating. I have to been celebrating Carnival because I like, but I can't stand the hot weather. I have no patience to hot weather. A lot of people sweating. Always I struggle to back home. Since I don't have car, and even I had, of course, to get to many blocks, right? Carnival blocks. We you have to leave your car, to park your car uh, many times far from the block. So yeah, I don't have patience anymore. I used to have when I was younger. I used to have a lot of energy that I don't have anymore. So yeah, my goals during Carnival, my main goal is study because I intended to do some exams at the end of the year, like TOEFL and IELTS. So yeah, my Carnival is about to study.
Okay, fantastic. That's it. So, anybody else would like to share your plans for Carnival? I think I'm going to stay home because I have no money. What about you guys? Are you going to travel? Are you going to dance December? Are you going to go on parades?
Oh, teacher, just to add up something. Um, Although I don't participate in, in the carnival on streets, I like to watch, the parades through TV. Since I am a Portela supporter, I like
Wow.
I like to watch the school sambas, no, samba schools, right? Samba
Hmm.
schools in general, to value the work that in major part people like us did, because we know that people that built the allegories and
Yeah, the
the
charts. Hmm.
yeah, and the customers are Black
Hmm.
people. Yeah, so I like to watch in a way to value their work. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, that's perfect. This is really, really important. And then we have this next screen talking about the origins of Carnival. We talked about last class. Carnival, a celebration of African heritage, and this is important. So, is Carnival a celebration from everybody, or it's a black celebration? So, do you have any opinion about this? Is Carnival a black celebration exclusive, or everybody is parts of Carnival. Do you have any opinions about this?
Um, Hi. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Um, 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 Now Carnival is as a in Carnival. Carnival is a celebration for all people today. But in Genesis is is a it's a holiday. It's a black holiday. Caio?
Okay, it's a black holiday. So can everybody participate in Carnival? Because everybody will see a lot of white models dancing Carnival in a very funny way on television. So what is your opinion about this? Do you think that those white people they can be there, the white celebrities like models and actresses, or that is not okay? Do you have any position about this? Is everybody free to go there, or it's a black people event?
Um, um, this Queen's drums is everybody black woman,
Yeah.
always black woman.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So that's the I have the same opinion. And what we see is that sometimes black people don't have the money to participate in the celebration. And a lot of people who are not black, they have the money. So they participate because they have the money. But uh, people who are part of the community, for example, sometimes they don't have this privilege of having the opportunity of participating. For example, here in Rio de Janeiro, Sapucaí is very expensive, I think. You have to pay like 200 reais, 250. It's not very cheap. And if you don't have the money, you cannot participate because you have to pay. I don't know, in Minas Gerais, is it expensive to participate in Carnival, or it's like in Rio de Janeiro that you have to pay to see the school parades, the samba schools?
Uh, I not see
Mhm.
this parade
Ah,
and in
mhm.
in 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 his location,
Okay, in their location, the
their
place
location.
you
Yeah.
don't go there.
Uh, in in Belo Horizonte, uh, these people these people see this parade. Um,
Hmm.
this access is more is it's soft in for all people. This cost
Okay.
this cost is low,
Hmm.
uh, and in the last years, um, the the governments
Hmm.
uh, promote promote
Promoted. Hmm.
promoted uh, promoted these parades and other manifestations and others forms in the culture, and people and people's blocks, street blocks.
Amazing.
Street
Okay.
blocks.
Fantastic. So the government is trying to make access for other people, yeah, for other parts of the
Yeah,
population. Yeah, it's helping. This is good.
yeah.
Okay. So pronunciation, let me put here in the notes
It's
pad.
a long road. It's a long road for
Yeah.
and for reconnaissance, reconnaissance, um, uh, for 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 samba schools,
Mm-hmm.
um, and como é que eu explico? Vou explicar em português. Chega. Então aqui as escolas de samba, elas tinham mais destaque quando o carnaval era bem incipiente, bem pequeno, e as escolas sempre tendo muito trabalho, os desfiles sendo mudados de lugar, como um instrumento de desarticular as escolas de samba. E aí começaram a ter reuniões e conquistas para, né, para ter uma política de incentivo, mas o que hoje movimenta mais o carnaval de Belo Horizonte é o carnaval de rua. Muito mais.
Okay.
O que lidera o carnaval de Belo Horizonte é o carnaval de rua. Street carnivals move the Belo Horizonte's carnival.
Okay, so you have a street carnival and you have a mainstream carnival, yeah? Okay, I think in Rio de Janeiro is the same scenario. You have the mainstream carnival in Sapucaí and the street carnival everywhere in Flamengo, Botafogo, Tijuca, in different parts of the city, and you don't pay. Yeah, it's free. You go there and have fun. So I think it's more democratic. Yeah, fantastic. Very nice. Yeah, very good. Okay, Beatriz, that's right. Yeah, here in Rio, yes, in Rio we have this scenario. Lots of money. I don't know in Rio de Janeiro, millions or billions of reais. I think it's billions. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Wow. We have lots of tourists from different countries in Rio de Janeiro during the carnival. So it's people say it's the biggest event in the on the planet. Wow, it's really, really big. Okay. Then next topic that we are talking about today is this, the role of samba schools in the carnival. So they are organized groups with a long history. Mocidade, Portela, Salgueiro, Manqueira. They are very, very strong. We have showcased the themes and social commentary. So normally the topics are about social situations. Black people, the artists, people from Bahia. They talk about religion, Afro-Brazilian culture, and you have a competition for recognition and prestige. So that's what we see in the samba schools of Rio de Janeiro. In São Paulo, I have no idea. I don't know the schools in São Paulo. I think I only know Gaviões da Fiel because they talk a lot, but I have no idea if it's good, bad, the history. Minas Gerais, I don't know. Do they have samba schools in Minas Gerais, Vanderlei? Exist?
Yeah, yeah. Have
Ah,
uh, have a have a samba schools. Uh,
ah, okay. I had no idea. I didn't know. And so we have São Paulo, Rio, Minas Gerais, and I don't know if we have more samba schools in Brazil. I only know São Paulo, Minas Gerais, and now Minas, São Paulo, and Rio. I don't know the rest of Brazil if you have more
and all
schools.
capitals,
All capitals.
in all our capitals, in Porto Alegre, in
Ah,
Florianópolis, in Belo Horizonte, in Vitória,
wow. I had no idea.
have some schools,
Hmm. Amazing.
but not
Excellent.
show in TV.
Ah, yeah, because TV talks more about Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Uh, yeah, this Globo TV in Global Play uh, um, in these years show this all all activities
Hmm.
in the Carnival in Belo Horizonte, in Carnival in Belo Horizonte.
Ah,
In this year,
okay.
some schools, street blocks, and 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 some some parties.
Hmm. That's right. Excellent. Yeah, so here we have a long story in
In
Carnival and so hmm
Open TV,
yeah.
São Paulo, Rio, and flashes of Belo Horizonte. But in Global Play streaming, uh, 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 this platform have a transmission broadcast
Hmm.
our carnival of samba schools.
Amazing. Fantastic. I had no idea that all capitals in Brazil had samba schools. Amazing. First time I have this information. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Then next is continuation. We talk about Carnival as a platform for political activism. Talk about social justice, racial inequality, equity, and representation. So we have different topics under discussion. So it's a very important cultural manifestation to talk about social social issues and political problems in Brazil too. So it's a very important education tool that people normally ignore. People don't see carnival as education. Many people imagine carnival only to have fun, to dance, but not to improve your education. And I think that this perspective is changing. I think it was Mano Brown that got the honoris causa title. So people are starting to pay attention to Black artists as educators. So education in carnival, education in hip hop, education in rap. This is a new perspective. So is it possible to use samba, for example, for education, like formal education, university, and schools, or no? There is no way of using this in formal education. Do you have any opinion?
Um, my perspective has changed for for this perspective for ai meu Deus, for two for education too in
Ah,
these letters, in these letters of of musics, of tracks in these parades, uh, as learn I learned for Black history, for Black history in Brazil, for Afro history in Brazil, for correct perspective in the European European occupation in our country,
yeah.
and 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 the some and any uh, would you like às vezes,
Sometimes.
and sometimes um, uh, uh, just private investments in some school change this uh, propose
Mm-hmm.
propose from parade, but from but generally generally is not false cognate, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Generally.
uh, and generally uh, in samba in samba in
Mm-hmm.
sambas in samba schools parade
Mm-hmm.
uh, has learned um, for formation people, for formation children, and now I appreciate for my appreciate and my trident watch this
Nice.
and our parade, but
Mm-hmm.
my parents not like not like watch these
Oh.
parades in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in a perspective, in a old perspective, um, about our culture, our Black
Mm-hmm.
culture, in all Black culture is bad.
Yeah.
No, in a false culture, in a false affirmation uh, uh, about our culture.
Amazing. Yes. So are your parents religious and conservative?
No, my dad, my grandpa, my grandpa's uh, um, okay,
They
eram, they
were.
were Catholics, uh,
Oh.
um and my grandma, my grandma, mom of mom,
Mm-hmm.
were Baptist.
Okay.
But no, I not believe this origin. I not believe in this in this origin.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in in I believe in in a stage position about
Mm-hmm.
uh, about uh, um, about our story, uh,
Ah.
and and about capoeira, and about samba, and about our technology, our ancestral technology,
Mm-hmm.
and others, and others elements
Mm-hmm.
uh, in our history.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you because we see a lot of people talking about Carnival as a great event, something really big, but sometimes people who are poor, who are black, who live in the poor areas, they don't have access for Carnival. So it's really important to think about how we can help uh, all the segments of population participates in Carnival. So this is a challenge for many people. How we can do this? How we can make uh, people incorporate this tradition? I got a film here talking about explanations of how to participate in Carnival in Rio, and then this is an English, a video in English, and I will see if we can get the information in the video. I will share with you. 1 minute. Let's see if I can show you. I will share the screen and then we talk about the video. 1 minute. Let me. Okay. I will share with you. Here it is. Okay. Sharing screen. Right. Yeah, here's the video.
Parade in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Listen up and save this video. I'm going to explain how everything works, costs, do's, don'ts, and what to expect. As you know, Carnival in Rio happens every year around February and March. Next year, it takes place between February 28th and March 8th. Hundreds of thousands of people visit Rio during this time, so I can't say this enough. Plan ahead. By July, you should already be securing your flights and hotels or Airbnbs. Once you have that set, it's time to book your Carnival Parade ticket. I personally used Carnival Bookers. You can pick up your ticket or have them delivered to your hotel. There are 3 parade groups to choose from: Access, Special, and Champion. Go to the Special group. They have the more advanced top schools. This way you get the full experience without having to wait until the championship parade. This coming year, the Special group is performing on March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. There's an overwhelming amount of seat options you can choose from. To get this view that I had, I bought the Grandstand Sector 6 option and sat in the front row. This is the cheaper option. I paid $174 last year. Keep in mind these tickets do not include assigned seating, but if you want to spend more for assigned seating or covered seating, you can. If you don't have assigned seating, I would recommend arriving early. The parade begins around 9 p.m. and ends around 3 a.m. The parade takes place at the Sambadrome. Getting there is super easy. All the Uber drivers will know what to do, so don't worry too much about it. I personally got dropped off at the Carnival Rio hostel and walked to the stadium because I didn't want to deal with all the traffic. Depending on your seat, your ticket should tell you which gate to enter. Staff there is really friendly, so they'll be able to point you to the right direction. Once you're there, enjoy the parade. The schools and performers work really hard all year round to bring you this experience. It should be on everyone's bucket list in my opinion. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments and I'll answer all of them.
Wow. Okay, so that was the video. He was talking about how to participate in Rio de Janeiro Carnival. He gave different steps on how to participate. He was talking about the importance of booking a hotel, buying the tickets, the importance of organizing before to participate in Brazilian Carnival. Let me find okay, here. So he was talking about the experience of Carnival in Rio and how to participate in the celebration. So he put different points that we need to pay attention. We have to pay the tickets. We have to make a reservation for the hotel. You have to find an Airbnb if you think it's better than a hotel. And then you can enjoy the full experience. So it's really cool, really amazing the recommendations we have. And then we have two or three more screens to finish this presentation about Carnival. Next one is this economic impact of Carnival. So they put here 1,000 jobs, but it's much more than 1,000 jobs in a city. But if you think in terms of country, you have much more than a thousand jobs. You have thousands of jobs if you think about people who work with food, with drinks, celebration, hotels, restaurants, lots of jobs. So the impact of Carnival in the economy is really high. It's a great impact. And the other one is talking about the Brazilian identity, Black culture, Black identity, and experience Black tradition. So every year they talk about Africa, they talk about original people like Quilombolas, they talk about indigenous people, they talk about people who live here for a long time. So it's a great opportunity to know more about our history. And to finish, we have this final screen. Ana Beatriz? Ok.
Oi, eu tava criando coragem para falar e agora eu criei. Aí eu vou responder algumas coisas que você falou, que tipo, eu fui colocando assim na minha cabeça. Mas I believe that Carnival is not for everyone today because of the cost. Custo é assim? And Paris são muito altos. There are people who work at Carnival and people who celebrate Carnival. I never liked Carnival, even though I know it's an important event economically and culturally. Because I don't a lot of people in one place. Ai, meu Deus, é isso.
Crowds. Okay, you don't like crowds.
Isso.
Okay, so I don't like. In English, you can say I don't like or I'm not into. I'm not into crowds. Crowds is tumulto, bagunça. In English, you say crowds. Okay?
Isso, obrigada.
Okay, perfect. So, Ana Beatriz talked about four very important things here. So, the first point is about the high costs in Carnival. Everything is very expensive. You have to pay a lot of money. So, I think Sapucaí now I think it's 200, 200 or 300 reais to see the samba school. So 300 reais is a lot of money. So very expensive the cost to see the parades, and very expensive the cost to drink and eat in Carnival, because it's not possible, for example, to have water with you. You have to pay for beer, soda. You have to pay for the drink. So a lot of money. Yeah.
I don't even have it money. I don't think
Mm,
even seeing it.
yeah, that's right. Very, very, very expensive. My God, I don't drink beer. So for me, it's more expensive because if I buy juice, juice is more expensive than beer. So beer is 5 reais, juice is 20 reais, for example. So it's very complicated, the costs when you don't drink alcohol. And then the second point that Ana Beatriz talked about is the difference between workers and visitors. We have a lot of people who are working in Carnival. And sometimes those people who are working, they don't have the opportunity of enjoying the celebration because they are working in the commerce. They sell the drinks, they sell the food, they have to work to make money. So they don't have opportunity to really enjoy the celebration like the visitors. We have tourists from the United States, Europe, um, Australia. We have Asia, maybe people from Japan, China, Korea, everywhere. People come to Rio de Janeiro to appreciate Carnival. So Brazilians normally are working in the celebration. And then the third point is the culturally important events. Yeah, the importance of culture in Carnival is really big. Yeah, because we are talking about the patrimony of the country. We are talking about the legacy and the traditions and the culture. So really important to celebrate Carnival to understand better our cultural identity. Very good point. And number four, you don't like crowds. So I feel very close to this idea because I don't like crowds either because I am autistic. So autistic people don't like places full of people. I prefer calm places, relax. So I prefer in Carnival, I normally go to the beach. I go to Recreio Beach, Barra da Tijuca, Grumari, because it is not a lot of confusion. It's possible to enjoy the beach out of Carnival. So this is what I normally do. Or sometimes I watch series on Netflix, Amazon Prime, or I don't know, and just watch series. What about you, Anna? What do you do in Carnival? Because if you don't go to Sapucaí, do you travel? Do you watch movies? What is your uh, agenda? What is your programs for Carnival?
I travel
Mm,
and stay with my friends.
okay, amazing. Yeah, this year I'm going to, I think we are going to Búzios, but we don't know because Búzios is very crowded and I don't like crowds. I'm not into crowds. So maybe Búzios is not a good idea in this year. So probably we are going to Petrópolis, Teresópolis, or Itatiaia because people don't go to Itatiaia in Carnival. So it's a good choice, but I'm not sure. What about you, Anna? Where are you going to travel in this Carnival? Do you have any idea?
I travel to Arraial do Cabo or
Wow.
Guapimirim.
Oh, Guapimirim, nice. Okay. Do you have a family in Guapimirim?
Yes, yes, yes.
Ah, okay. So when you travel to Guapimirim, you don't stay in a hotel. You stay in your friend's house.
Yes, yes.
Amazing. Okay. So this is the homework for today. We are going to think about a paragraph, or if you prefer, you can make a video if you prefer, but you will talk about what are your plans for Carnival. Yeah. So let me put here homework. The homework today, homework. My plans for Carnival. You're going to make a video or write a paragraph. So write a paragraph or record a video talking about your plans for Carnival. Okay, so this will be the homework for next class. You are going to write a paragraph, or if you prefer, you can record a video on your cell phone talking about your plans for Carnival. And then you can send your homework using WhatsApp, or if you prefer, you can use our email. Yeah, so let me put here activities delivery. So you can use um, WhatsApp, you can use WhatsApp, or if you prefer, you can use Pais Pretos Presentes email. So our email is contato at paispresospresentes.com.br. Let me put here in the Google chat email, email, contato at paispresospresentes.com.br. Okay, so this will be the homework for next class. Okay, don't forget. Okay, so if you like writing, it's a good idea because you can write a paragraph about your carnival. If you are going to Arraial do Cabo, how long do you stay there? 1 day, 2 days, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. Talk about where you will stay, what you are going to do, what is your plan for carnival. So you can write in a text and then you can send this on WhatsApp or by email, or if you prefer, you can use WhatsApp group or Google Classroom. So you can use these two platforms to send your homework. Or if you prefer, you can record a video. Record a video talking about your carnival plans. If you don't like writing, you can record the video. So you can send your video talking about your carnival plans to the email contato@paispresospresentes.com.br here in the WhatsApp group or in Google Classroom. Yeah, so what you prefer. So, Natalia, do you have plans for Carnival? Do you know what you are going to do? Are you going to travel, stay in Rio? Yeah.
Teacher, as I said before, my plans are to, how can I say, take advantage of these days to study, you know?
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
because I have some goals for this year. So yeah, I'm gonna try to study as much as I can to,
Wow.
especially to know better TOEFL structure, you know, the
Uh-huh.
TOEFL exam structure, and also IELTS. Yeah. So yeah, that's my purpose for the carnival.
Amazing. Okay, very
Actually,
important.
it's not amazing, but as I am poor, I have to study, you know? So maybe one
Okay.
day I can spend carnival in a very nice, very chic. How can I say? Oh, I forgot the name. They called those VIP spaces in Sambódromo.
Box.
Oh, okay. In English we call box. Okay, boxes. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
my
one
God.
day. Maybe one day.
Yeah, box are very expensive, yeah. My God.
What? What is boxes?
Box is camarote in English.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, yeah.
Boxes? Oh,
Box, yeah.
ah, camarote é muito mais
Yeah,
bonito. Camarote
exactly.
is more beautiful.
Yeah, way more beautiful. I agree with you. Okay, and then we have the final screen, this one, the last. The future of Carnival and Black representation. So Carnival legacy and importance continue to evolve. The future holds promise for greater inclusivity and representation, ensuring that Carnival remains a vibrant space for Black culture and empowerment. So we have here an idea of inclusion for Carnival in the future, so that maybe one day we will have more people, more Black people participating in this celebration. Yeah, so let's hope we can change this scenario. So I think we have one more class before Carnival. Yeah, because Carnival, I don't know what day is Carnival. Do you know when Carnival starts? I have no idea. When does Carnival start this year? February or March?
March.
It's in March. Okay, so we have a class next week. Next class next week. We have one more class so we can correct homework.
E às vezes é em março, mas acho que esse ano é em março mesmo, no começo.
Yeah, because it's a confusion. I never know when Carnival is in March or in February. So maybe this year is in March. Okay, so we have two more classes before Carnival. So see you next class on Thursday at 4 o'clock here in the same link. Yeah, so we see you, and then we correct the homework. I put the homework here in the chat, um, Natalia. So this is the homework. We're going to write about our plans for Carnival. Yeah, or if you prefer, you can make a video about your Carnival plans. Okay. Here we close. If you have any questions or comments, feel free. I'm going to stop recording. So see you next week. Have a great day. Goodbye.